Hello, Morongo Basin, our listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. This is your Z107.7 Local News for Sunday, October 20th, 2024. I don't know about you, but I thought ants were over with. I had one epic battle with them this summer as they found their way inside a kitchen cabinet that stored my cat's dry food. Ants are a nuisance, but part of the desert ecosystem we live in, and they do a lot of good out there, but I'll leave that to the listener and Google to explore. I'm more interested in how to get rid of them, or at the very least coexist. On the October 5th episode of the Unique Garden Show with Mike Branding, he discusses some more natural ways to keep the ants out.
Diatomaceous earth is basically a kind of a shellish rock, and they break it down to a powder form, and it would work well for whether it be ants or cockroaches, either one, because they both have what they refer to as an exoskeleton. And the diatomaceous earth, when they come in contact with it, like if they walk through it, if you have a border along the door well where they come in, and by coming in contact with the powder, it actually will poke holes in their outer skeleton, and they'll end up dehydrating, and it's totally non-toxic. Another one you can do is you could do 3 cups of water and a cup of sugar, and then 4 teaspoons of boric acid, and this you would take out to the anthill itself, and you would put it out and around the anthill, and then they'll go ahead and they'll take in sugar, and the boric acid is a stomach poison, and so that's another way that you can get rid of them. If you have a anthill out close to the house where the ants are being a problem, you can do that.
There's a line in my yard that if left uncrossed, ants won't get any trouble from me. However, once they cross the threshold into my home, that live and let live attitude goes right out the door along with a bunch of dead ants. Mike has a more peaceful solution to coexist with them.
What I do in my own yard is I'll take some dog or cat food and I'll walk in the opposite direction of my house, and I'll put it out. Basically, what you're doing is you're coexisting with them, and then they'll leave me alone, and they don't come in.
You can listen to the Unique Garden Show with Mike Branding every Saturday morning at 8:30 a.m., and you can call in with your questions, too. You can also find it as a podcast at Z107.7 FM.com. The Highway 62 Open Studio Art Tours wrap up this weekend, but there's plenty of happening tonight after the sun drops. At 5 p.m. at the Joshua Tree Arts and Ecology Center, a kid-friendly show is happening with Ash Ingalls and Ellen Schloff. You can have your pick of events at 6 p.m. with Mark and Brent Lewis at the 29 Palms Inn, Sunday Jazz hosted by Jim Watson at the Copper Room, and Rosa Pullman at Mas o Menos, or at 6:30, mosey on down to the Spaghetti Western in Morongo Valley for the Morongo Basin Open Mic. You can see all the events at mbcac.org. Look for Art Tours After Dark. And that's your local news for Sunday. Reporting out of Joshua Tree, California, alongside the award-winning Z107.7 News Team, I'm Robert Hayden.